Hello fellow audio nerds, I'm Steph and this is MajorHiFi. This week I have with me the Sennheiser CX Sport earphones and I'm excited to share my review today about them because they're one of the best sounding sports earphones that I've heard. So yeah, let me take you back in time a little bit to my first impression. I'll take you to the gym with me as I sort of tried these things out. And then, I'll give you some kind of final wrap-up thoughts after that. Alright, here we go. Alright everybody, welcome back to my place. So today I've got with me the Sennheiser CX Sport, so let's see what's inside. Wow, they look really cool. I like the colors and sort of these like little details that make these earphones kind of special. You can see these, the fins, they have like the little design in them and they just have a cool look. Okay, so we've got the earphones, got some extra ear tips here, a few different sizes, a shirt clip, ooh, that'll come in handy. A charging cable, it's kind of short, but I suppose it'll get the job done, and a carrying case. So yeah, these actually look really quite similar to the other CX style earphones from Sennheiser. They've got these two, the remote control for playback and volume up, volume down, that kind of stuff, and then this little battery pack here. And yeah, it's all kind of made of plastic, but it feels really well made, like really durable plastic, kind of thick and hard. I'm also noticing, there's like a couple other things put in place here. There's a little strain relief right, if you can see it, right by the actual earpiece itself, and it feels really good. It's super light actually, and I think that will really come in handy when I'm working out. It's not good to have this like jangly thing that's heavy or anything. So let's see how it actually fits in the ears here. Cool, it fits really well. It feels super comfortable. The silicone on the fins here is really soft and it's like really flexible and light. You can sort of see it's like really flexible here. And I like the length of the cable actually, because it feels like it's not too long. It's as short as, it can comfortably sort of be, so I'm not too afraid of like catching this around anything, and then plus you have the shirt clip, so I think that'll be really good. Yeah, so I'm gonna take these to the gym actually with me and try them out and see how it kind of responds to different head positions and things. And then I'll let you know how they sound as well. Alright, so I'm back from the gym and I took a few shots of myself at the gym, but I couldn't really talk to the camera while I was there. A, because it was kind of loud in there, and B, because I didn't want to get kicked out for filming. But on the note of it being loud in there, one thing about the earphones that I actually really appreciated was that they were really sound isolating. Once I kind of got a good seal, I ended up just using the medium tips. I kind of feel like there's not really a perfect fit for me with these, but the medium tips did the job well enough. I kind of wish that there was like in between the small and the medium. Once I kind of put them in and they were in place, they were really sound isolating. Kind of blocked out a lot of the noise that was going around outside of the earphones. And then in terms of the fit, it was good for the most part. I found myself adjusting them a little bit. Like maybe I wish that these were actually a little bit firmer to sort of like stay put a little better. But I'll kind of experiment with it over the next week and see how it kind of comes together. But there were a few times I found myself adjusting them. But other than that, they felt really good, and the sound was awesome. I was really impressed with the sound, especially for a sports earphone. Definitely one of the better sounding ones I've ever heard. In particular, the bass was, present and kind of lively, but it wasn't overpowering. And because of that, you could really hear like deep notes in the bass, which was nice for like workout music in particular. I was listening to a playlist on Spotify called Beast Mode, and it's basically like electronic, hip hop, that kind of stuff mostly. And I found that the bass was really powerful and great for that kind of music. At the same time, like the highs were really crisp and really brought out a lot of detail for like vocal articulation. So I appreciated that a lot too, because I could really hear kind of like the words. Like I remember in particular, like I was listening to a Kanye song called Power, and you could hear his vocal really well. You could hear the background vocals really clearly, and that kind of thing is not always a given with sports earphone. And then I also sort of listened to some like rock, and I found that the mid-range was also really well done. It wasn't really recessed too much, and so you could really get a lot of power from electric guitars and that sort of thing too. So yeah, I'm gonna spend a little more time with these, and again, yeah, you can sort of maybe see here the fins are really flexible, and that makes them comfortable, but it also made them slip a little bit. So I'll experiment a little bit more with these and let you know if I have success there. So in conclusion, the CX Sport is a really awesome earphone. It has a very similar design to the other CX style wireless earphones from Sennheiser, so they're really light, and the biggest difference are these little cool looking fins here. Now the thing is with these, it might take you a minute to get the right fit, but once you do, they fit really well and they're really secure in there. I mean, the earphones are so light in general that it's pretty easy to get a nice secure fit in your ears without them wanting to kind of fall out. I kind of found the thing that was most helpful was when I put them in my ears to sort of like twist them a bit and make sure that this fin is really getting into that like crease of your ear or whatever, and make sure you find the right fit with these, because you do get a few different sizes of the fins as well. Now to me, the sound signature on these was actually really helpful for getting into the workout, getting into the music, and I'll tell you why. You know, it kind of had a very balanced sound. That's not to say it's like neutral really, because you do get a bit of extra bass and some extra highs and stuff in there, but it really sounded quite full. Other sports earphones I've tried can sometimes sound a little tinny or boxy, and these didn't have that sensation at all. Just on their own, they kind of work as great earphones. You know, you don't have to be doing sports to appreciate these. I will say though that one thing they did really well, and one reason I really appreciated it, was that the low end was both kind of big and energetic and tight sounding. So even up-tempo songs where, you know, you have transients of low end that are kind of quick, it responded to that really well. So it didn't get cloudy. It really kind of felt like you could hear all the low end, and that really contributes to the emotional impact of especially hip-hop and electronic and pop music that you might listen to when you're working out. And the same thing sort of goes for rock music, where you have those big kick drums and the bass guitar that needs to be kind of powerful to get the full effect of the song. The mid-range felt really full, and even though part of me wants to say, yeah, these have a little bit of a smiley face to them a little bit, the mid-range still felt really full and balanced. So electric guitars, synths kind of come with their full body forward. A lot of the energy building parts of those songs, you know, these synths that are sort of building up, can really be fully realized with these. The high frequencies on these had a lot of good information. It wasn't particularly airy, so to speak, but it did have a lot of detail, and I found that was most useful for vocal articulation. You could really hear what the songs were saying, and so I think that sort of adds to the nature of getting pumped up when you're in the gym or when you're running as well. I really did appreciate the sound signature on these, and like I said, you know, they don't have to just be used for sports. In conclusion, I think the CX Sport are really awesome sports earphones. I do wish the battery life was a little bit longer. The battery life on these is 6 hours, so It's not quite where others are in this price range, but I do think that the comfort with the fit and the sound quality makes up for that. So I do think it's worth the $129, and I think that they're a really awesome option for those looking for a good sounding earphone that they can wear on a run or in the gym. Alright everybody, that's about it for this week. Thanks for watching, and from another kind of perspective on this earphone, you can check out MajorHiFi Blog. I'll put a link in the description. One of my colleagues over here listened as well and did a test. So anyways, alright, I'll see you next week. Bye.